Sorry about that. I should really introduce it. Okay, here we go. So, 13 drivers on the grid as Turtle comes across the line to start a lap. This is Division 6, their last race, so race 7 of their 7-race championship here. Obviously in Brazil. Let me get all this track data up. Right, there we go. So Turtle was the first on the cross line. He'll be setting the line first. But no, he'll be setting the first time, and then Hammer behind him. Let's have a look. So, I'm going to shout out to G Infamous here due to his being his home race. I'm thinking a pole position for him. Well, obviously not to curse him, but I would enjoy seeing a pole position from that man. Did really well in Division 5. And here comes Turtle across the line with a 1.8.5. Turtle comes across the line with a 1.8.1. Should really just say 0.8.1. Yeah, that's not bad. And then the Haas crosses, no. Jim first comes to start his lap. McLaren comes across the line. That was Charlie, I think, starting the lap. There's Nobbits across the line on the 0.8, 0.9. And there's a yellow flag, actually. Hold on, let me have a look. It's Nobbits just spinning on the first turn. Luckily, set. Oh, went over a big bump there. Also, Brazil, very quick track, and a lot of these corners can catch you out. Mostly the curb on this right hand one, on the right where he just goes over. That's quite it's quite vicious. If you get on the throttle at just the wrong point and your tyres on that curb, it just spins you. Or depending on the sub. And as I'm talking about that, Luca goes faster than 7.9. Should really watch a whole lap on board with someone. Charlie's invalidated. He's half a watch. Last week's race winner here. Keeping gear 3 slow out of there. So here and spin. Nice corner there. And then this obviously last corner, one a bit. Oh, probably could have gone a bit tighter there. Probably. Actually, I don't want to criticize everyone driving. But I think it's quite a fast time. Comes across the line with a 1.8.5. That's a solid 4th place for him. Lucas still on top for the 1.7.9. Jim was 5 behind his lap, so he'll probably be pitting. As I was talking, Finn set a lap away 0.8.5. Nobbit set a lap from 8.9. Oh yeah, I already said that. Funky set a time of 09.2. I'll just say 09. Kept saying 0.8 and 0.9. Let's say 09. So Funky goes to the line. Will he go faster? No. It stays at 09.2. So who is on a BB Boulder? Yes. Okay, here we go. But I can get a slipstream here from one of these cars. He does. His Aston Martin teammate looking for good form. Qualified, I think it was. I remember not Russia, but the one before Russia. Qualified at P5, P4. It was a good race for him. Always seems to make collision in the first turn, though. Say unlucky of him. He seems to be quite an unlucky driver. Also, no, the critics, I think he's got the speed to be well up there, but it's just unlucky first turns. You should take him out of the race quite early. as he will come across the line in around 6 seconds. And he set to 1.9 on the dot, and Hammer retires from the session. You see him to the right of your screen in the wall, yeah. That's so unfortunate for him. He'll have a locked in time of an 08.1. And Bibi Boldy did set a time of an 09.0 on the dot. He's going again. He's 2 tenths off on his time now. We'll have to check in front of him. Geoffrey is on the outlap in front of him. And behind him, Turtle's on a lap. No, yep, Turtle. Could have been Andrea. Who's that on? Bibi Boldy, yes. What's his sector 3 time? How much is he up by? About 5 tenths here. This will put. Oh, he invalidated the last corner. No. So unlucky. Just behind him, Turtle wants to set a new time. Will he? 17.6 by Turtle there. 9 tenths faster, almost a full second faster than this time. I predicted pole by Infamous to be a 1:7.669, and that time's just been beaten by Turtle. So let's hope Infamous puts it on pole. I hope Nobbert skipped out of the way. Oh, that's a great hairpin from Infamous. In the Haas that's currently being debated about a lot in the current situation, but luckily it's just a video game. 1.1 seconds off on his time. I'll put him, I think, a 1:8 just here. I think he needs to go a bit faster. I know, but he could have gained a lot out of that last corner. I don't know. What 8.0? That puts him P3. Okay, there's a lot of cars on laps here. That's invalidated. Funky's not on a lap. Double is on a lap as he comes around the final corner. Almost invalidated. That must have been like off the line. As he doesn't go into the pit, and he sets a time of an 09.1, which puts him. I think I moved him up above Funky there. He's 9th. Funky starts a lap. The McLaren start a lap of Finn. Let's see what he gets. A weird camera angle. I think we're in there. Oh, as he goes wide and he validates. Unlucky for him. So that was a banker lap maybe for Hoff. As now he starts on another hot lap. And his relay Luca from pole to Izzy invalidate on turn 4. The Max versus Lewis corner. Finn's invalidated. Ooh, or stays well away from getting invalidated there from Hoff. Only has 30% ERS though. I think it should last until the end of the lap, hopefully. Nobbert's on a lap behind him as well. Double moves above Nobberts to an 08.8. And another blue car crosses the line. Always getting mixed up. That's Nobberts? Was that Funky? No, it's Funky moving up to an 08.7. And here's a green car, a Bibi Boldy. He's 2 tenths up on his time right now. I'll put him above Finn. But no, he pits. Who was that? I thought McLaren. Is it McLaren? Charlie maybe. Because he's coming into the pits now. Albert is doing a lap though. He's just started one, so has Andrea, who's on an outlap. And BB Bold, he's 1.5 tenths up on his time at the moment. He sets this, I don't know if he'll beat double. He goes past double and Nobbits over the one, and 08.6. Turtle still topping the charts at the moment with a 107.642, which is such a fast time, 3 tenths faster than Relay Luca at the moment. As Andreas start on a lap, Nobbits has to pit, and Aston Martin and a McLaren come out for do their final laps. I think final laps, depends how many tyres Hoff has used. Nope, still 2. No one's used 3 tyres yet, so. On board with Andrea at the moment in the Alfa Romeo. Finished his first race here in DTR. So let's see where he can put his car. The top 13. Unlucky for some. I think the lower divisions have had some of the best attendance. Unfortunately, obviously, due to Division 6's what is it? New creation, and we haven't had less people. We've had less people. As I think Charlie went above Hammer there with a 108.1. As Andrea comes across the line, well, he's gonna come across. I always say that. Got another 8 seconds to wait. Comes across the line to set a 1.8.2. That puts him in P6. Relay Luke coming now. Can he snag pole? Can G Infamous snag pole in the garage at the moment? He is though. Unfortunately, Ferraris have a bad. And in fact, it's again. First corner again. He doesn't have time to pit, I don't think. He might actually, depends how fast he goes around. I think he's gonna have to save his ERS, save his tyres, go again. There has to be this do or die for pole now. Because here comes Hoff. No. Oh sorry, I thought I saw an Aston Martin behind him. Exhaust invalidated. It's now for a Mayo driving. No, that's Andreas going into the pits. Who's on the lap? Hoff is invalidated. Will he be pitting? No, goes again. Same with the car behind him, which is Andrea. Oh, great. Cutting just enough corner there from Hoff. Sector 1 will be good. He's already up at 10th. Yeah, surprised to see such the usual podium sitter down here in P10. Obviously, only 5 tenths separating from P3 at the moment. All locks the rears, I think that was. Well, probably could have started his entrance a bit wider to the left there. Who else on a lap? G Infamous, is he on a lap? No, he's on that lap. We'll switch to G Infamous and then we'll look at the other. I think it's an Alpine in front of him. As Hoff comes across the line to set a 1.8.2. He's up by 3 tenths. Puts in P6 from P10. Great from him. Finn, Funky, letting. Don't know if that ruined June First's attempt there, from Finn. I don't think he wanted to impede June First. June First now has time to go again though, so it's okay. Who else is on the line? Nob has crossed the line, he's invalidated. Double is But Luca goes faster. 107.557. That's my prediction out the window. Jim Smith needs to get 5 attempts to get pole here. Funky comes across the line. Can he improve? He doesn't. But I think he'll be going straight again. Hoff has to pit. That'll be him. That's Hoff. 08.2. That is like, you know what I mean. He's cemented there. He can't move. We're watching Charlie now. P4 for him. Down by 2/10 in the first sector. Jim Smith watching him. Up by 300ths in the first corner. Almost got impeded again at the same place by Luca. Can he improve? Oh, and a bit wide on there. It's a nice slingshot out of the downhill hairpin into the other hairpin. Yeah. Let's see what it is going across the sector 3 timeline. No, I can't see. Someone messaged at the time. I can't see what it was. Someone messaged the stream. So Hoff and Andrea are finished for qualifying. Funky stays 10th. Smith, can he stop Luca having pole? He cannot with a 1:07.8. Stays P3. His qualifying's over. Charlie's qualifying over. Finn's qualifying over. He qualifies P9 with a 8.5. BB Baldy's qualifying's finished. Bellamy's qualifying's not finished. Double qualifying not finished. No, Bellamy is. That's last for Amy, down by quite a lot. So is Novice. He's down by a second. A 10th for double. Can double get a 10th? Oh, it's really far wide there, unfortunately. I think that'll be who is over as well. Oof. Decides to go into the pits. So, and that's qualifying over. Very fast. No massive improvements from there. But we see Relay Luca take his first pole since Bahrain. Unfortunately, didn't predict him for pole. Had Jim Smith on for that one, so maybe I cursed him. But I do have Luca for the race win, I think. I have Gene Smith to win, Hamad to come second, and Luca to finish third. But at the moment, I think Luca will want to change that to P1. I've been told it's dry race, dry qualifying as well, so. As there you go. The top two are on 3 tenths away from James Fest there. Charlie with a good lap as well. Hammer unfortunately DNFing after his first lap. Could he have gone faster? We don't know. I mean, actually we do know, because I was supposed to check the comments of the stream. If I'm not replying, it's probably not even about me. They're probably just stating it. Let's have a look. If it loads. It was Andrea, had 2 purple sectors but nothing. Very unfortunate, Andrea, there. I think, well, because sometimes the game lies, because sometimes I'll be going around and you get purple sectors, but it's just not, it's just lying to you. But for Andrea's first race, 7th place, not too bad for a rookie. Well, that's... who's his teammate in the Alfa Romeo? I forget. I think there is another Alfa Romeo, right? I think there is. Well, obviously, there is. Oh, how do I forget? Turtle, his teammate's Turtle. Let's see if Andrea can get that P7 to a P, I don't know, 3, make it a double Alfa Romeo podium. That's what we want to see. 2 drivers going with the medium tyres at the moment. Looks like Nobbert and Double go for the alternative strategy now. I think the mediums are quite good around here. Depends, and the front, surprisingly, depending on how much you have the front tyres inflated and what your setup is, my setup degrades the front tyres much faster than any of the softs. I mean, any at the back. It's like a good 10% after 5 laps. It's around 25% around here. And obviously, you do see the strategies there. It's soft to hards or soft medium, but that can also be changed to a soft medium soft. Could also start on the hards, but you know, don't think anyone's going to be doing that. Just to confirm my tyre choice. Oh my god, I'm using gap. Yes, double and Norbert. So here we'll change it to position changes to C and interval, and then we do a rundown of the grid. So here, I think that's turn 8. Going to turn 8 as Relay Luca, followed by the Alfa Romeo of Turtle Hopper. I'll use his full name because I don't want to say Turtle. Infamous P3, unfortunate for him, has gone faster in Division 5, I think by 10th in his qualifying time. That's P3 for him. Charlie with another great qualifying for the McLarens, P4. Hammer unfortunately did DNF in qualifying, looking to redeem himself here with P5. Hoff again looking for another podium, and that's P6 for him. Andrea looking to also get a podium for his first rookie race. Well, first race, not rookie race. Don't know what happened to those. BV Boldy P8, good qualifying for him, beating out Finn. He's 8th. Finn 9th as they line up. Might get the short. Funky with his teammate behind him, P10. Norbert P11, and both Williams right at the back with Double and Bell Amy. As we switch to the front, I cannot see the lights from that camera angle, can I? So we'll go with Hammer's view, or Hoff's. As there we go, lights out and away we go. Really looking at a good start. They go 3 wide. Oh, Hammer late brakes. He's going to go off the track. Oh no, and Hoff makes a tiny bit of collision with Infamous there. No, oh, and there's a big crash in front of him. BB Boldy's out. I said first lap collision. Got to stay out of the first lap collisions for him. It's already a safety car and slowing down in front of them. 5-second time penalty now for Double there for hitting into the back of Funks, and now Andrea's at the back with no wing. Hoff manages to survive that fiasco that went on. Turtle gets the lead from that. I think the top 5 weren't affected. It was, I think, Hoff spinning out could have caused something behind the rest of the field to change something, but Norbert's made it through unscathed. Finn made up 3 positions from that, and then you see in the background the trail of cars that were in the crash. Funks, Double, we need to get a wing change. Amy will have to get a wing change. Hoff won't, because luckily he's managed to stay out of danger, but Andrea will. Luckily it's a safety car, so you know, it won't be anyone. And Hammer goes into pits. He must have damage as well. Crazy start there. I just looked from Hoff's view, and then suddenly there's a bunch of DNF'd cars. Well, no, BB Boldy's DNF'd on the track, and there's 2 other cars like broken wings around him. As we see the line of 4 pit stops there. Obviously in DTR you're forced to have the pit assist what was it, pit release assist disabled. So if you go to someone like look, Andrea, you have to press whatever button your pit assist is and then drive out of the Brazil pit lane, which is a mini game in itself, because as you turn right here, as we see the Williams do so, I hit my back wheel and I DNF'd in the pit lane before. Not a proud moment for me. I'll show you again on Bellamy. Look, so the right hander here, I smacked my back end on it. I've DNF'd before in there, but obviously we don't talk about So safety car on lap 1, which is I think the third first lap safety car in Division 6. Now, if I can remember. I tell you what, I'm not remembering the complete oblivious thing to the title. Oh, now it's saying a 2-stop reverse, soft medium, no, soft medium, soft hard. And my mistake. There needs to be more hype around this Division 6 final race. If you also want to check out another final race, Division 3 is also being streamed on the other DTR, like I was gonna say channel, but there isn't a channel. You know what I mean? Another stream of the Division 3 one where I think that is still going. I don't think anyone's won that yet. So what it is, Hoff currently with a dinner plate, 101 or 101, 2 wins, 5 podiums, 2 poles. No fastest laps, unfortunately, just like me. Well, I had 1 actually, but he's first, and unfortunately, G Infamous, who was probably praying that Hoff took damage in that first turn incident, is 23 points behind Hoff. So Hoff really needs to score 0 points, and G Infamous needs to win. And that's mostly why I predicted him to win. Because can G Infamous snag the driver's title? Again, if G Infamous DNFs, Alexander, who's not here, could have taken P3. But then Charlie will, if Charlie scores more than 13 points, he will take P3 away from Alexander. Hammer needs to score another 13 points to get in front of Charlie. He's down in 8th, and Charlie's in 3rd. Safety car is in this lap as I'm. As Toe has started accelerating extremely badly, because Relay Luca is now side by side with him into the first turn. Who's going to come out on top? I think Relay Luca spoke a bit early there, and then Charlie has a good run now on Luca as well. Keep it clean, please. I've taken out many people on this corner and I'm not proud about it. As Turtle now has a 1 second gap to Relay Luca. Charlie's still hunting Luca now. As Hoff makes off a position on Nobbets. Everyone's taken by, everyone got distance of around 5 tenths to their name at the moment on lap 4. I think out of this Division 5, this is the longest track, the longest amount of laps we had, unless it was Monaco. It's like 40 or something. I know it was 39 in Monaco. Total Hopper sets the fastest lap of the race with a 10.2. Double close on Andrea in front here. Oh, was it? Just said 2 tenths. And you see Amy behind Double. As Andrea makes the move I'm missing apparently. As Funky is on the medium tyre here, and I think Andrea's on the soft, so Andrea will assumingly pull away, but his ERS is below 10%, as you can see, indicated by that flashing red light. DRS to be enabled when they go over their line this lap, I'm pretty sure. As now Hammer sees Nobbets in his side, just wants to do what Hoff did last lap here, make an overtake. A yellow flags in sector 2, that's for Williams off the track. And his Hammer on Nobbets here. I think he gets, yes, it is in front before the braking zone, luckily there. Andrea wants to slip past Nobbets as well. We'll stay on him. It's the DRS now for Andrea, but Nobbits also gets the DRS. And Amy has now retired from the session from the second turn. No safety cars deployed because the safety car was only out a couple of laps to go. The question is now, where can Andrea overtake? As he switches to Charlie, he's managed to slip off into P2 past from Luca. We knew we did watch that, never mind. Infamous 1.1 seconds behind Luca now. He wants to get that DRS, doesn't want to keep this with no DRS on this straight, as Luca will start to get pulled away. On this, will he make a move on Charlie? Why is he giving me such a bad camera angle? Oh, that's a really good exit. Now, with more ERS as well, then Charlie's going to glide past, assuming Charlie doesn't want to stay on the inside. I think he is trying to stay on the inside. He is. He's fighting for his position. Contact there, I think, and Charlie goes into the wall. It is not out though. Don't know what happened there. Does he have damage? There's no way. Hit the wall. Infamous number goes past the slow moving Charlie. Surely, right? There's got to be damage there. I'm just trying to look. Is it? That's half points to get past it now. I don't know if there is really. It could be very surprising. Obviously, we do know damage is on because BV Boldy had to experience that firsthand on the first corner, and he does as he pits. Charlie pitting there for the early stop onto the, I assume, medium tyres. As Hoff goes into P4, that moves Finn and Hammer up a place. As he drops all the way back to the back of the grid. And now it looks like Andrea is finally going to make the move on Nubbets here with DRS. Left, right, which way is he going to go? Gotta go right. Oh, goes onto the grass. They're slipping, losing his braking into the back of Nobbets. But luckily damage isn't on too bad. So he's saved by the gods there. 3-second time penalty for double there in P10. Charlie catching him very, very fast, as you can see at the bottom of the screen. As double is on mediums, I'm pretty sure, and he's on softs, correct? This should do leader, yes. Charlie going for the soft medium approach, I assume. As Finn makes the move, Finn gets overtaken by Hammer here. I had Hammer coming P2 here. He's really got to pull out all the stops for me here if my prediction wants to be correct. After that first lap incident, he seems to have recovered to 5th quite well. Andrea seems to be a second behind now. Nobbets, unfortunately. Nobbets medium's really coming into play now. On lap 8 in this race. The pit lap is lap 10 without a safety car, but with a safety car I would assume it's lap 12. First off, so lap 13. As Andrea gets a 30-second time penalty for exceeding track limits, unfortunately. There's a big gap between Hoff and G-Infamous between Villa Luca, and there's a big gap between Villa Luca and our race leader, Turtle. Cruise along to the pit stops, just as Hammer, as I was going to say, cruise past Hoff, but Hoff decides to pit here instead. As he pits for mediums, the soft strategy that I would personally go for. It's better to be on soft at the end of the race than mediums. So now Charlie goes fastest on a 1.0 9.8, or not fast. Says the fastest lap here, as he's now unfortunately been. Oh no, where's he going to come out? Yes, Jim from no, Hoff has came out in front on the slower tyre though, so hopefully Charlie can make that work. Obviously Charlie pitting 3 laps earlier than expected on everyone else, which means obviously he's going to be a few seconds, only a few seconds behind everyone who does pit in the top lot, yeah. As Andreas still trying to get past Nobbers here with his little to no ERS at the moment, just DRS to help him, as Finn pits and and G-Infamous pits and Finn pits. There we go. One onto the soft, one onto the softs, one onto the mediums. Finn goes onto the mediums. G-Infamous on the G-Infamous on the mediums. Finn on the softs. Got mixed up. Andrea's not going to make the move on the straight, unfortunately. G-Infamous comes out in front of Half. Just in front of Half. Literally just in front of Half. So he's doing the same strategy as Half has his yellow flags now. Andrea's off. No! Andrea's off. No, keep it. Let your tyres cool down, Andrea. Let your tyres cool down, Andrea. Please. No. As he re-enters the track there, very unsafely, and collides with Finn. Unfortunately, he'll have to pit now. As now it's a race between Charlie, Hoff and G-Infamous, who are all very close to each other. The people who have pitted for the strategy now. As there's a yellow flag, as the think he's come to rest around. He's learned to keep it slow. Unfortunately, he's a good while behind everyone now at the moment. That'll be lapped. No, he continues on the soft tyres. Solid statement right there. As oh, there's a big black mark on that turn. Someone's locked up. Charlie's right on the back of Hoff. Hoff obviously on the slower tyres, but if Hoff just keeps the DRS of G-Infamous, I think he's good. Actually, that's a lie. How much ERS is? About on the same ERS. 10% difference in the favour of Charlie here. Charlie at 3/10 and gaining now on that corner. Hoff barely in the DRS zone for G-Infamous. I think he's losing his position. And also a great statement from all the drivers, or a few of the drivers. As you can just see here, as I will change it to this view, you can see inside the cockpit of the McLaren the colours of the Ukraine flag, blue and yellow. Same with Hoff, I think, if you do look into the cockpit, blue and yellow helmet there, as a obviously sign that we're all watching and all praying for everyone in Ukraine at the moment, which is a horrific thing to being done in the 21st century, and we do not support it. Obviously, who would support it? There's a lot more drivers, as I think Andreas spins again, as I will try and find more drivers with the yellow. Unfortunately, it's just Hoff and Charlie at the moment. A few have changed the little driver symbol as well when you go into the lobby. Just in everyone's praying. We don't want it to be over as quickly as possible. And you know what else will be over as quickly as possible? Charlie with a mega dive bomb on the Infamous. Charlie not waiting for any second invitation on that Infamous. Very optimistic of Charlie there, and he makes the move. Now Infamous and Hoff in his DRS. Now he's got to catch Funky, who is only 4 seconds up the road on his 11 lap mediums, as the race leader and second race leader come into the pits. Second race, the person in second and the person in first has now pitted, and Hammer goes into lead on his 12 lap old mediums, which is a great thing for him. He personally, I would go onto the hard tyres or the medium tyres for Hammer and go to the end, because he's had to pit. Nobbits needs to pit onto I could either go soft or onto the hard tyres. Turtle has chosen to go onto the hard tyres. He will not be stopping again. As Turtle comes out, obviously was well in front of everyone, right? Well in front of everyone, but turns he was well in front of everyone. The person behind him pitting is like, what was it, about 3.5 seconds behind him now. It's crazy. So this will also help Luca with DRS on double, obviously on the straight. Relay gone onto the Luca's gone onto the medium tyres, and Hoff's gone onto the not Hoff. Oh, I keep mixing up your names. Because Hop, no, I've spun on that curb in Division 4 and it was painful. Really ruined my race. Anyway, as I think we're going to see the move get made on double here by Relay Luca on the inside in turn 1. We're leaving just enough room there for double. As Infamous's tyres are holding on to the back of Charlie here. Maybe even his tyres making a move on Charlie here. No, if it was me I definitely would have just sent it in on the outside. Well, I would have tried to anyway. And then probably would have DNF'd to say no. Don't take my advice, the Infamous. As these two are the closest on track at the moment, 4 tenths separate them. Hoff has fell behind a little bit, to around 2 seconds behind them. His tyres are a lap older than the Infamous's. As Turtle wants to make a move on Nobbits here. As I'm assuming when Hammer pits, which I'm assuming will be this lap, Villa Luca goes fastest on the medium tyres, 09.85, no 15 I mean. Pit stop around 23 seconds here. I think Hammer should come out around Hoff. Either in front or behind Hoff. As Andre's not getting the blue flag waved for him. As I think he should also pit this lap. As there's yellow fuel concerns for Hammer, which we've just noticed in the bottom right hand corner if you didn't know. He's now going to pit. We'll see where he comes out. But I do need to be watching something else, and that's the fight for between Double on his 14 lap old mediums and Charlie. But I think he's going to pit this lap, isn't he? He is, yes. Be Luca into second now, has to chase. As I'm completely oblivious of Infamous going down the inside of Charlie now. Are the medium tyres coming back? It looks like they are. It does look like they are. But unfortunately now Charlie Infamous getting DRS on thingy there. Obviously my prediction is super duper correct. Hammer did come out in front of Hoff. So that's Charlie now behind Infamous. Now Infamous to go and catch Another 3-second time penalty for Andrea. Now Gianfimous' task is to try to chase down Vila Luca, and Vila Luca's job is to try and chase down Toe on the hard compounded tyres, and I think he's doing that little by little. He just got to keep up the good work. Don't make any mistakes. Well, make very little mistakes because you are catching it. 2 tenths a lap. I wish I had the statistic at the bottom of the screen and it told me. We'll watch it over a lap if there's no other overtakes. I think Hammer's going to not let that happen. So I think Hammer is going to make a move. I see it's a purple sector. Ooh, 3 I mean. Yes, now he has DRS. Charlie also has DRS on Gianfimous. Oh, Charlie almost pushing Gianfimous now across the line. Not across the line, but just round that corner anyway. Charlie, will he try? He's trying to go around the outside. It's a... Oh, brilliant defending from Gianfimous. Predicted. Oh, it was great defending from Gianfimous onto Charlie there. Charlie goes to the dive bomb and Gianfimous says no and cuts him way early and stops it, and Charlie's like doesn't have any choice but to not go for it. This is great. But unfortunately I think how much depends. I wanna keep watching this, and as I'm talking Vila Luca is close to gap by 3 tenths on that lap, so if he keeps doing this lap by lap might work out. Ooh, a little bit of contact there from Charlie. Charlie says to buy this time, be patient. He's close enough now. Look, as he swings to the outside, loses it there around. I think that's how it happens when you try to use too much ERS. Oh, perfect executed braking zone by Hammer there. Just to cut in front of Gianfimous, obviously without any contact, and takes P3. Now Gianfimous just has to like gain 12 seconds, get P1, and my prediction's correct. I'm still hoping for a podium at least. Gianfimous just think one of these 3 are gonna have to crash out, or he's gonna have to have a great battle with Hammer, but I think Hammer's on the best strategy right now, as Charlie will be pitting in the next few laps onto a new set of softs. Is it damage for... Yes, no front wing for Funky. I was wondering why I was going slow. No front wing for Funky. And now, instead of it being Hammer chasing Charlie and Gianfimous, it's now Hoff chasing Charlie and Gianfimous. So the Gianfimous versus Charlie train doesn't stop. One second in the championship, one's third. One looking for P1 really at the moment. Hoff just trying to keep it as slow as possible. Obviously, I do remind you that if Gianfimous needs to win this race to take P1 in the standings. So yeah, as he thinks about pitting, I think Charlie did that. And on the inside, he makes the move, but I want to watch Gianfimous' reaction here, because I feel like Gianfimous might just regain this place on the straight. Nope, but Hoff also wanted to get in on this. And obviously I'm not forgetting the heroic attempts that Luca has been making lap by lap now. Battle breaking to the 1.1. There we go, 1.1 seconds to the race leader of Turtle here. He's slowly been doing that. Well, he needs to get past as quickly as possible, put as much as a gap, so when his mediums start fading, at around lap 32, 30, it's really about 30 to actually, but like 29, lap 29 to lap 33 is when Turtle is going to start catching again. As Charlie decides to go into the pits now, he will be on the new soft tyres. He will be, I think, pushing. No, he won't. He's going to be on the mediums. Sucks for him, unfortunately, isn't he? He's going to be on the mediums. Oh god, I hate the mediums at the end. I would have went soft, medium, soft. Obviously, we wouldn't have got that cool battle if he was on the mediums. It's just, oh, I hate mediums at the end. I think he's praying for a safety car, really. Which I'm surprised we've only had one, haven't we? We haven't had anyone else DNF. And it is confirmed! Relay Luca has DRS on Turtle Hopper now, and is gaining. 7 tenths between them now. And the ERS is practically the same right here. Turtle's around 38. Relay Luca's 5% more. Relay Luca looking to make it a pole to finish win, hopefully, if he can take out, well, not take out, you know what I mean, beat Turtle here, and it'll be what he wanted. He should have got his first race win in Bahrain. He did get a race win, I forget where, but now he's trying to make it 2 with half. As the sun starts to peek through the clouds here at the Sao Paulo track. As the gap is now down to 1.5 tenths, not 3 tenths now. Save your S, Luca. Save it. Wait until you can definitely make the move. G-Infamous pitting onto the soft tyres. I thought he could have gone to the end of this medium. Actually, no, probably not. Put onto the soft for the mediums. Now, I was lying about the Charlie versus G-Infamous fight. It's not over yet. But now G-Infamous is the one chasing Charlie. But one is on the soft and now one is on the medium, so their roles have been reversed. I'm stunned to speak. Luca, why have you paid? You're gonna have to, Luca, you're gonna have to get that race win, you need to pull out 1.5 seconds each lap. That's Charlie. So we're saying 110s pretty consistently. Look, 110s, 110, and then now this needs to be a 18.6. which would be the same as your qualifying time. So you need to put a qualifying time on the board every lap, which I don't doubt he's capable of. It's just if you've got to consistently do it. And we talk about something that's consistently going on, is the G-Infamous vs Charlie fight. As G-Infamous sets the fastest time of the world, 09.3, which I'm sure that Luke is about to beat. I mean, someone who I haven't talked enough about, obviously I've been watching the Charlie versus G-Infamous fight. I'm going to keep watching this until, and then we'll talk about the special person that I think I might give my... If it was the driver of the day vote, I think I know who I'd give it to. Which I'll do that at the end of the race. We're taking a lot of curve there, Jim, decided to do. So now the gap grows to 7.5 tenths between Charlie and G-Infamous, as they're coming up on a lapped car, correct? No, they're not coming up on a lapped car. It's just Nobbits on his 9.5 hard tyres. That's what it is. He has 3 seconds of time penalties. That's pretty unfortunate. That's a problem for G-Infamous, because now he will not be catching very early braking from Nobbits there. I think Charlie really wasn't expecting that. But obviously he's on the hard tyres, so he's going to have to expect a lot of early braking zones. I think they might make it a double overtake here on the straight here for Nobbits, unfortunately. Depending on how close G-Infamous gets to Charlie. To the inside goes Nobbits, to the outside goes Charlie. Oh, bit of contact there. G-Infamous spotted his time now, I think. Poor Charlie. Is G-Infamous going to die from? No, he's not. He was not mine like that, to be fair. I was just waiting to see that massive dive bomb. But don't think the team would have come either. Just that Charlie was going to let himself get dive bombed. Ooh, almost like a wheelie it versus no jug in Division 5 there. Right, that's what I'll call it. Let's switch back there for G-Infamous. Ooh, Charlie is a bit wide there. Unfortunately for Nobbits, he's just been passed by Charlie. Oh, Nobbits not willing to give up that position. Unfortunately, I think he's going to have to relinquish it now. Which has happened. Unfortunately for him, G-Infamous is going to want to get past. There's another eagle-eyed, green car looking to also get past Nobbits. As obviously I'm not forgetting the man that I said couldn't do it, but we'll just secure a P2 at the moment, I think, once he gets past Hammer on these new softs. And does so, maybe it'll take well before the braking zone. Second between Nobbits and Charlie. And Juniper is not happy that he's not in DRS of Charlie anymore. Hold on, should we change the I think Hoff's gonna make a move. I think he will. He does. He's now chasing G Infamous, who is chasing to get back into Charlie's DRS, who he's chasing the lap car of Andrea, I'm pretty sure. And someone else who's chasing a car is Hammer. Here he's now chasing Viluca, but I think chasing isn't really a great word. I think he's fortunately for Hammer, he's walking, and Viluca on the new tyres is just speeding along. Hammer's walking, he's running. Unfortunately, someone who is walking along at the moment is probably Hopper, who's our race leader, who I'm on board with now, is chilling 14 seconds in front of the competition with 2 laps left. And talking about 2 laps left, these people, G Infamous needs to get past Charlie and Hammer here for a podium, but I don't think he's going to get past Hammer. Too much of a big gap, so I think he's just going to have to get past Charlie soon here. Sooner rather than later, hopefully, because his soft tyres will be starting to wear off and Charlie's mediums will start running rampant. As the blue flag is being shown to Andrea. So now we have, and the people who I haven't really talked about, unfortunately, and I would love to talk about more. Nobbits obviously was in the fight with Thingy, but people who were in the collision early on, like Finn, who's had a great race for McLaren in the past, currently finishing 8th, and obviously top of the screen, seeing Double securing the brilliant time penalties for his Williams team, getting 2 points today, and Funky, who's unfortunately, I think has just had some damage. He had very unfortunate damage. I remember looking, he's going slow around lap 18, had to pit. Now he's 10th, and obviously Andrea, who had that annoying spin that just led on to worse and worse things. As now he's going to unlap himself on Hoff, hoping. I think Hoff's just going to let it happen. I think Hoff realised that he doesn't really have a chance to try and catch up to G Infamous and Charlie. They're a bit, unfortunately, too fast. But hopefully G Infamous, hopefully Hoff can have some racing with Andrea. As Luca has sprinted away from Hammer, but now he has to get 6 seconds a lap, or about 4 seconds a lap on Turtle at the moment. Blue flag's being shown again, so Hoff passes Andrea again. And talking about getting past, it's G Infamous, the Brazilian, getting P4 at the moment. Charlie on the slower, probably coming into better speed now though, mediums. Now he has DRS to chase G Infamous. G Infamous goes to the inside. Charlie a little bit on the grass there, trying to sneak around the outside. G Infamous not letting him. 2 tenths between G Infamous and Charlie now. No, for that 1.5 tenths. Charlie on the back of G Infamous, might as well be pushing him around some corners. Finn gets a 3-second time penalty, that puts him, he's still well clear of Double. It's the penultimate lap of this race. So yellow flag in sector 2, and unfortunately, if he DNF'd, or if that was any early in the race, could have been a virtual safety car. It's not. Still lap 33 for Andrea. As it seems that G Infamous is pulling away from Charlie here. He's 4 tenths. There was like 4 or 5 tenths on that straight. Or much better turn 1, turn 2 there for Infamous. Sorry, I had to unplug my mic. And so now it goes to 2 tenths again. Andre, who pitted onto the last lap, and the last lap of this race, set by Charlie. These guys still on lap 35, I'm pretty sure. So Charlie's now got to save the ERS until, I'm assuming, either this time next lap on this particular bit of straight, or he's going to have to wait until the second straight. Because obviously you have this main straight, then you have the back straight. We'll call it the second straight, whatever. Jiffers goes to the inside on turn 1. Blocks Charlie. Charlie's practically pushing him. Jiffers unfortunately gets a bit of a slide there. Jiffers goes to the inside. Jiffers doesn't have DRS on Charlie. Now the move is going to have to be made without DRS or ERS. He just has to make it into one of these turns. As your race winner, Turtle finishes his first race win in Division 5, Division 6, and coming across the line second is Relay Luca, who probably could have got away with not pitting, but did in the end. As Hammer comes to across the line soon to take the final podium place, as the gap grows to around 4 tenths over the finish line. And Givers just beats Charlie out on the straight, as I was holding my breath, not thinking Givers would get the move done, and he does. And he does. Barely. I'm too shocked to speak. I just thought GFS goes wide in turn 1 or turn 2, and I put obviously going to give driver of the day to Novice as well, because he drove a very good race until unfortunately getting overtaken by Hoff and the rest of the gang. So that does, but obviously whilst I was talking about that, it does confirm that Hoff, Jean Hoff, with his 2 wins, his 5 podiums and 2 poles, he is the first Division 6 champion. So he's beaten everyone else here, 13 drivers, well, about 15 drivers. He's beat them all straight from the off. I've been commentating in Division 6, and he has been super fast in the first races. He was dominating. He got the 2 poles, I'm pretty sure, right at the start, and he started to drop off, but he's still been so consistent. He's managed to get the championship by around 20 points this year here, and he's done a fantastic job, and I think it's great that he's managed to obviously get it. So congratulations to him, congratulations for G-Infamous for having a great title fight with Hoff, and congratulations to, I think, Charlie, I think, for just beating out Alexander's a third, I'm pretty sure. Sorry, I'm looking for the duration assist to look at the comments. Sorry. So Andrea just saying he's hungry. It's luckily I ate before this, so it's fine. No, I wouldn't say a rookie mistake, Andrea. I would just say it's more of a well, it's not even a rookie mistake. I just think it's an unfortunate mistake. I don't think being a rookie, unless this is your first time, obviously racing in a league, or like just first time having to go against the people of this caliber, then I can see how you can kind of make mistakes. To be fair, you go back to some of the races in Class D, it used to be called, and I'm DNF and left, right, and centre. And then you watch some of the Division 5 races, and I'm winning most of the Division 5 races after winning the Division 5 championship. Obviously not to brag, but it was great to watch this. Yeah, exactly. If it's your first time racing in the game, then obviously you can make a mistake or two. So yeah. And you're only going to get better and better, aren't you? And you never know, it could have been wet, because all these are random, so you never know, you could have... I know a lot of people don't, but you could have preferred the wet weather, and then you could have dominated there. But it's just... But congratulations to GMFMS and Hoff, obviously winning the championship. And unfortunately, I don't have time really to sit here and track Andrea, so yeah, that's it. That's the end of Division 6 now until March 26th, I think it continues. So if you want, in a month and in a complete month from now, I'm pretty sure. No, it's not a month. Oh my God, it's around 20 days. It's around three-ish weeks. So meet us again in 3 weeks here at Division 6, or just DTR in general at the start of 3 weeks. Thank you for watching. That's all from me. The 6 races I missed one, but these races have been great to commentate, and I will be doing it next season, and I do need to end it now before yeah. So thank you for watching. Thank you to everyone racing in Division 6. They've been great competition, and yeah, thank you to everyone who's ever watched. If you do want to compete in Division 6 or any other division in DTR, you can go to the website below, sign up to the Discord, and you can race in any division you feel-ish fit, depending on your speed. That's it from me. Thank you, and goodbye.